What's up, guys? If you drive a 2010 to 2014 Chevy Silverado or GMC Sierra, you all already know the pain I'm talking about, that infamous broken interior door handle. Up until now, your only real options were either replace the entire door panel and drop nearly $600, or hunt down a used one from a junkyard, marketplace, or eBay. Even then, you're still getting the same flimsy factory design that's bound to break again. But guess what? That ends today. I just found a brand new replacement kit on Amazon that completely changes the game. It is a simple, solid fix that installs right in your existing panel, and it actually works. I installed it today, and I'm very impressed with the product. So stick around, because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, how to install it, and why this might be the last door handle you ever buy for your truck. All right, so I'll go over the contents of the box here in a little bit, show you what all was included from Amazon. Arrived in about 2 days. Comes with good instructions. Most of it is how to remove the door panel, which of course you can find videos online on how to do that. Tells you step by step, has pictures. You're going to need some kind of pry tool, screwdriver, or a plastic pry tool, 10mm socket, and some needle nose pliers. All right, so once you get the door panel off, that's been covered in lots of other videos. I'll put a link somewhere in this video so you can refer to the instructions for that. But once you get the door panel off, it's real simple. Just put it face down. This would be the top of the door up here, and then the bottom. So the instructions show, it's kind of hard to tell with the GoPro, but there's 8 different, looks like they're just gonna be like plastic rivets that you need to drill out, or you can use a grinder as per the instructions. We're going to step 7. Mark the welds number 1 through 8 with a pin for removal. Remove the welds either using a grinder to smooth them off, or drill through the weld centers with a 7/32 drill bit, which is what we're doing here. So as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then come over to this side, 7, 8. And these are plastic, super easy to drill through. You don't even have to put hardly any pressure on there. Let's do this one here. It's already through. You can tell because you can see it pull away from the panel. That one's through. That one's out. You do want to make sure there is at least a hole drilled through, because the replacement door handle, I guess we'll call it, has studs on it that stick through the hole, and you just put nuts on the back of it. So pretty simple. Yep, is that the right one? Yeah. Alrighty. All right, so I got the old, what's left of the door handle, the old one, off. And you can see what a dumpster fire of a design this thing is. No wonder they break. And I've tried to repair it many times by filling it with epoxy, and I eventually just said screw it and put some Gorilla Tape around there to hold the handle together. But using the instructions we went over earlier, you're going to have to drill out all 8 of these little, they're kind of just like plastic rivets. And I did end up having to take out these 4 little bitty bolts right here, because I believe they thread, they thread into those 2 holes right there and these 2 right here. So the handle is not going to come off unless you take those these little bolts out right here, right there. And it was a, what size was this that I used? $7mm. All right, so take your time on this. There were some sticky areas. Once you drill out all these little plastic welds, which were super easy to do, make sure that you're pointed perpendicular to the panel so that that drill bit is going into the old door handle and not poking out your actual door panel where it screws up the vinyl. So see how these are straight through, and this is kind of what the attachment system looks like. It's a plastic connector, I guess, that pokes through these holes in the door panel and then just has a spread out kind of plastic weld rivet type setup, I guess. Some of them, as I was drilling, as you can tell, here's the end of one of them. Just like if you're drilling out an aluminum rivet, the end of the rivet will come out, which is good because it makes the door handle come off easily. Some of them would stay in the door panel. So you might have to drill a little bit more to get the handle to release whenever you're trying to pull this thing off, but I will tell you, you need to take your time. There's going to be a couple little areas here or there that are not covered in the instructions where you just need to go slow, flip the door handle over and figure out, hey, like it's catching right here or it's catching on this one, and then just go back to the other side and work on that one particular area where you need to get it to release. So, I mean, this thing's just barely on there. I'm sure a machine assembles all this. So get it all cleaned up, use a wash rag, whatever. Remember, take your time. Most of you were all on our original door panels, which the panels are fine. It's just this stupid door handle that sucks. So you want to try to preserve the condition of this black door panel, or whatever color yours is, because at the end of the day, right, we're all trying to avoid paying $580 for a brand new door panel. That was the whole point of this. But in the kit, this is what the new handle looks like. And I can tell you right now, this thing's pretty beefy. It's got aluminum throughout. This thing right here, I tried pressing on a little bit, but it has an aluminum panel all the way through there. So you can tell that it's got some, they put some thought into this. And then there's even screws in there where you could take it apart and, you know, add additional support or something in there. But it is solid all the way through there, you see. And it's just got studs that stick out. I mean, what a novel idea, right? Put studs in there, and then literally it just presses into the door panel, and you put a nut on the back. Kit comes with little protectors for the end of the bolts. You can see them there. It comes with instructions. Comes with Loctite. And here's our nuts and washers, and they are lock nuts. I mean, this is pretty cool. This is what the door handle itself was inside of, just a little box. Good packaging. It came in 2 days from Amazon, 130 bucks. I am not affiliated one bit with this Chinese company, but I've already test fit it. Let's do that again real quick before I bolt it on. So I care less whether you buy this product, but I can tell you right now it's going to work. And why it took so long for people to develop this, I have no idea. But you can see the studs go in all the open holes. Just like this, you're just gonna have to work at it a little bit to make sure they're all lined up. Remember, there's a lower, let me get to the other side. There's a lower side down here and an upper. So you're trying to get all those studs to mate up at the same time. And once you do, you can tell it just slides right in. And then go to the other side and make sure it does the same thing. So that's, sorry about the shaky camera. That's all put in. I haven't pressed up against it yet, but there it is installed. I just need to put the nuts on the back. Once you tighten it up, it'll suck the handle up to the panel. Push on it so you can see, and it'll be flush. So that's what it'll look like. I mean, taking the door panel off is gonna take you, what, 5-10 minutes, and then drilling out these holes took me about 15 total. I'm gonna do a little bit better job cleaning out the inside of the panel and make it look really good. Hopefully this is the last time I have to take this door panel off, but there we go. Let's get on to the next step. All right, so here's the red Loctite that it comes with. They even put caps in there. So once you open up the Loctite, you can put a cap on it and save it. Pretty cool. Most of us all have Loctite already in our toolboxes, but whatever, I'll use this one. Cut off the end. Grab a nut and a washer. And then we'll just go over here to one of these. Oh God. So we'll put a little bit of red Loctite on there. It's not going to take much. We just don't want the vibrations when you're driving to make this come off or come loose, and you got to take this all apart again. Just put a little bit on there. Put your washer. Put the nut. We're going to tighten all these fairly loose at first, and then just go around kind of like you're tightening your lug nuts on your wheel. And do them a little bit at a time so it sucks it up there flat. And let's find out what size this joker is. Hopefully it's a 7mm, just like the ones I pulled off. Get to my ratchet. And it is, because I thought of that too. 7mm. Tighten it up. Hope if I unlock it. Yeah, that's good. The stud is not rotating inside of the door handle, so it's tightening. This is going to be one of those where you just put your fingers at the end of this 1/4" ratchet and just use common sense, right, of how tight to make it. There you go. There's one done. Oops. There we go. All right, so let's go on to the next one, and you're going to do this 8 times. Put that on. And Loctite there on the side. I don't know how many people know about this door handle. I checked the GM Parts Direct or wherever the heck I was thinking about buying the whole door panel from, and I just happened to look on Amazon again to see if they were somehow selling the entire door panel, and this handle came up, which I've never seen before. So I don't know how many of you guys already know about this. Maybe I'm just late to the party, but I'm pretty sure this is a new product, and they're going to sell the shit out of these things. Hell, even if it lasts 5 years and it breaks, you can just unbolt it, put a new one on. I'm a little bit worried about tightening this too much where it's going to start turning the stud, but yeah. All right, well, you get the point. So you're going to go through, and I'll also put these two, I'll just do it now, I'm sorry, 4 total screws in there. It looks like it does thread into this new door handle. The other one goes here. I think it's threading into something. Yep, feel it. Other 2 go over here on this side, here, and then the other 2. I don't think that was in the instructions, but you definitely need to remove them to get that old door handle off. At least on mine. Mine's a 2013 LT. So tighten these up. My wife just left town to go to Windstar, and I'm doing this in the kitchen because I can. But there's plastic shavings everywhere from me drilling out all these little holes. We'll get it vacuumed up. There's really no point of watching this, but you can fast forward to when we have the panel back on, and you can kind of see the overall fit and finish of everything. So you got the 8 studs total that come with the new door handle. Put a washer and nut on each one of those. Put these 4 screws back in, 7mm, like I said earlier. Get everything cleaned up, and then carefully put your panel back on so you don't break another tab or something. it pretty tight. Cool. All right, I'll be back with you in a minute. And here's the old piece of shit door handle going in the trash. Horrible design, General Motors. Whoever came up with this idea. I mean, look at this. They need to be throat punched. All right, here she is all installed. Took me about 10 minutes to put the door panel back on. That included some cleanup. But as you can see, there's the new door handle. Solid as can be. Fits perfectly. Seams are good. It's flush. The texture is exactly the same as my 12-year-old door panel. Color is exactly the same. Looks great, works great. Heck of a lot cheaper. I don't know if you guys are going to spend $130 for a door handle, but I think it's a great option. Hope you guys enjoyed this, got something out of it. Peace.